of Vogue, it is Tyla. Come and get ready with me for the Met 2026.
Take a piece of chicken and then you take the little spoon. I like to do like a healthy scoop.
A healthy scoop. Cheers. I don't know, it's just like a salty chicken now. I mean, it's cool. This year, I feel like I'm more calm. The previous years, I was like, oh my word, Met. This year, I'm just like, Met. I'm with my usual glam squad, so vibes, easy, chill. And it's a fun theme. It's always fun seeing the people that just go for it. The people that come dressed as frames, dressed with big balls on their head. Like, they just go all out. And I'm always excited to go home after the night and then, like, see everyone's looks. I always just liked dressing up and playing dress up, like, with my sisters. And my mother and I would always watch the Met Gala and, like, rate everyone's outfits. But I think before I started getting invited to fashion shows and stuff, I did not get it, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would see like crazy outfits and be like, really? Like, you're not really gonna wear that out? But then when I started getting invited to fashion shows and I started learning like from stylists and whatnot, I just really fell in love with how it is its own form of art. So Valentino, when I was speaking to Alessandro, he was very inspired by the artist Erte. I've never come across the artist before. They were all beautiful, but I was drawn to the peacock one because, I don't know, I just love animalistic things and like rough things and feathers, and I'm really moving that way for the album and everything, so it just made sense. Peacocks show their feathers to display their beauty, and fashion is inspired by just the world and like nature and things that like God created. The earth is kind of God's artwork. So I'm eating this on. I went to his show, Insane. Like, literally when I saw the show, I was like, yeah, I want to go with Valentino. And we just did a lot of back and forth, like with the color of the dress, because I really wanted something that would pop. And I've been into turquoise and like toxic colors and neons, and I just feel like the blue was so perfect. Initially, the things hanging were like tassels, and then they managed to make peacock feathers out of it. When I wear the look, I really feel like a statue, you know, like goddess vibes, like literally like an artwork. I love when my body is the outfit. I don't know, it's just so Tyla, and it just fell into place so nicely, you know, so I'm excited.
Hi, I'm Ronnie. I'm Tyla's stylist. I'm styling her for the first time for the Met, so it's a special night. This look is sort of like a custom version of a couture look that we saw in Paris, and the collection was incredible and it was very dramatic, but we wanted to incorporate T's inspirations right now. Only Tyla could wear something like this. Like, it's very daring, it's very revealing, it's very body, but it's also still chic and fashion and elevated and still very Valentino. And like she said, like, yes, the body is the outfit. As you can see, there's not much fabric here, but the way that it sits on her body and the way that it accentuates everything really fuses the whole costume art, body art, as the theme suggests, into this like very high fashion moment.
I like the way the beading is like wrapped around my actual arm. I love how the front just joins at the bottom, and it's just perfect for the waist. Like, it makes my waist look even more snatched. So I'm excited for that. And the shoe, sexy. This is Esther on makeup.
So the vibe is feathers and peacock. The dress really is my inspo, so I'm just plucking some colors from the dress and putting it on her face in our signature style. Before I bring my ideas, I like to hear hers and just see where we can meet in the middle.
Thank you. Okay, here we have Coca Michelle. She's done my nails all 3 times I've gone to the Met.
We're going based off the feathers, peacock vibes, and the theme is body, and what better way to represent it than do a really crazy silhouette? A-pop vibes.
A-pop is my sophomore album. It's coming 24th of July. Stream by Pre-Save is out now. I feel like this album I wanted to make to like satisfy my inner child. I'm from literally South Africa. Like, you know, I grew up around nature, I grew up around animals, I grew up around just that feeling, and I've always been, you know, a tiger. My fans are tigers, and we all just embody that animalistic imperfect vibe. The nails for sure, I don't even know what you did, girl. But she took 10 hours?
Yep, 10 hours.
10 hours to make these nails. So they're special. This is the Chris.
The Chris is crazy.
So explain what you're doing to my head.
This year's Met Gala, of course, is costume art. Yusuf and I wanted to keep it soft, but something with structure. And of course, we're riding this flow of A-pop. So we want to introduce the newest version of Tyla. We know her for her curly tresses, and we see it in side parts, we see it down. So now we pull it up so we can like really view the beauty, which is her.
Hey everybody, this is the final look. I love it. I'm feeling like a goddess artwork. And yeah, thank you for getting ready with me. Thank you, Vogue. See you at the Met.